What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. I'm going to look at both structure decks today, both Slifer and Obelisk, and we'll go literally card by card, and I'll let you guys know at the end of each video whether or not I think you should buy these products and whether or not I think they're really bad. Anyways, no other place to start other than Slifer the Sky Dragon, of course. I don't think I have to go over that card. It is my personal favorite Egyptian god, so I'm looking at this one pretty closely. This is Soul Crossing. This is a new card. Again, some of you or most of you probably have already seen this, but just in case, we'll just go over everything they do, and I'll give my opinion on them. So, during the main phase, immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon one Divine Beast monster. So, quick effect, obviously, which is nice. And when you do, you contribute a monsters or monsters your opponent controls, even though they do not control them. But if you tribute summon this way, apply this effect. Until the end of the next turn after this card resolves, you can only activate one card or effect per turn, not counting the effects of Divine Beast monsters. The restriction is not so bad. I mean, you're rarely like being super active when you're playing an Egyptian God deck. It's usually more of a control type of thing. And this card is really great. It's really weird that it's coming out in a structure deck. I feel like this is something they would kind of release. And then like once these cards are out, then they go for a structure deck to kind of put all of it together. But I don't know. Who am I to say? This is Thunder Force Attack. This card's activation effect cannot be negated, which is really nice. It's really cool. If you control a monster whose original name is Slifer the Sky Dragon, destroy as many face-up monsters your opponent controls as possible. Then, if you activated this card during your main phase, you can apply the following effect. Draw cards equal to the number of monsters destroyed by this effect, and send to your graveyard. Also, you can only attack with one monster this turn. You can only activate one Thunder Force Attack per turn. This is also a very good card, so the new support is obviously good. No one's ever debated that, although this one is a continuous trap Ultimate Divine Beast. I think this was terrible. Let me see. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can discard one spell or trap, then target one Divine Beast monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position, then change the attack target to it. During the end phase, if you control a Divine Beast monster, you can destroy all face-up cards your opponent controls that activated their effects on the field this turn. I mean, a battle phase trap, I just don't know. Also, you have to discard a spell or trap specifically. It's not discard one card. I don't really know what the point of that is. And this would be okay. Like, this would be decent enough if the Divine Beast, right, card stayed on the field and didn't destroy itself. Because otherwise, it's just kind of, alright, well, you lose it again at the end phase. And now your opponent knows this exists. I doubt they're going to, like, purposely do it. This is Millennium Seeker, and there's a lot of like really bad, like old reprints, which could be them being like, oh hey, here's this product. Remember these old cards? But I think it's pretty cheap. But Millennium Seeker, I don't really know what this card is. Level 4 Dark Spellcaster effect, 1000 attack and 1000 defense. When you take 1000 or more battle or effect damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, except a monster with like a question mark attack. Your opponent can choose one monster from their deck except a monster with a question mark attack. If they choose not to, or if the targeted monster has higher attack than the chosen monster, special summon the targeted monster to your field, and if you do, shuffle the chosen monster back into the deck. Otherwise, your opponent adds the chosen monster to the hand. I just know, man. Just know. Tellus the Little Angel. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can special summon a Tellus Wing token. While you control a token, you can banish this card from your graveyard and one spell from your hand. Special summon two other tokens. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn, except from your hand. You can only use effect of this card's name once per turn. But you can't only normal summon twice. You would need to normal summon this, go into Almirage, and then have Soul Crossing. That's just not modern. It's simply not. How many times is Phantom Skyblaster going to be in a structure deck too, man? I'm not even going to go with Breaker the Magical Warrior. It's just such an old card. Beast King Barbaros. This is level 8 Beast Warrior, 3000 attack. You can normal summon and reset this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes 1900. You can tribute 3 monsters to tribute summon, but not to set this card. Okay, you contribute 3 monsters to tribute summon, but not set this card. If summoned this way, destroy all cards your opponent controls. I mean, shouldn't there like not like be like, okay, let's normal something else other than Slifer? I feel like the whole goal should be the Egyptian gods. Maybe I'm wrong. And it's not even a special summon too. It's like you legitimately just a 3. Nine-tailed fox, fire, level 6, zombie effect, 2200 attack, 2000 defense. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you contribute 2 monsters. Special summon this card. You can only use this effect of Nine-tailed fox once per turn. If this card that was special summoned from the graveyard attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 2 tokens. I don't know. It's just everything is so slow. Like, this just isn't modern support. Phantom Skyblaster again is just like there's only one way to tribute summon the same turn. Like, according to the structure deck, there's only one single way to tribute summon, and that just doesn't make sense. Like, you want to be able to get an Egyptian god on the board like early, like during turn 0, like that kind of thing. Especially Slifer, and none of this supports that. Alright, this is Card Guard, level 4 Fiend, 1600 attack, 500 defense. If this card is normal special summon, place 1 guard counter on it. This card gains 300 attack for each guard counter on it. Wow. Once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control. Remove 1 guard counter from this card, and if you do, place 1 guard counter on that target. Why? Okay. Caligo Claw Crow, level 2 Winged Beast. If you control a dark monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Well, none of that matters because there's no way to just easily special summon a bunch of cards to even get 3 tributes. It has to be done, again, through Soul Crossing as of right now, as I'm looking through the structure deck. Electromagnetic Turtle, I mean, wow. Breaker the Dark Magical Warrior. If this card is normal summon, place 2 spell counters on it. If this card is pendulum summoned, okay, well, there's no pendulum summoning in this deck. Ugh. Scapegoat, bro. Scapegoat. At least have a link monster that like lets you tribute a token and lets you normal summon or something in addition to your normal summoner set. Like, that may solve like 90% of the issues of the structure deck, I think. Like, Layer of Darkness, you can't even use Layer of Darkness. I'm 99% sure you cannot use Layer of Darkness. Because they're not, you don't tribute summon Egyptian gods to activate effects. Oh, man. I guess it's like, oh, like, here we go. There's a small package for it. You can tribute any number of dark monsters. So if you have Layer of Darkness, special summon this card from your hand. If you do, it gains 500 attack for each monster you tributed. This card is normal special summon. You can target 1 level 5 or higher dark monster in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. Clock Wyvern, when it's normal summon, it gives you a token. Vishuda, I think, is just a free special summon. Reactor Slime is decent enough. Again, like, you would need Ancient Chan at least to be in here. And then look at this, man. Swords of Revealing Light. Oh, that's just, like, disrespectful. I hate that, dude. I hate that that's, like, in a real product. Harpy's Feather Duster is a nice reprint. I guess it's the nicest one of these. I think both of them have it. Monster Reborn, yeah, I mean, that just makes sense. Enemy Controller, sure. Wow, yeah. Pot of Avarice, I guess. March of the, like, I'd rather have the field spell at least. Supply Squad, like, these are so old, man. I think you can go back to my, like, first version of Egyptian Gods when I first started this YouTube channel, like, a long time ago, and I was using Supply Squad. Card Advance in the True Name. This is, like, you just have to actually coincide. There's no way to get either of these in your hand for easier access. One-time passcode, bro. A token, Draw of Fate, Mirror Force, Reckless Greed, I guess. How you gonna? And this is the worst part right here of the whole structure deck. Metal Reflex Slime. Okay, that's great. I mean, it's good, but where is Egyptian God Slime? That card's really expensive. How would you not use that opportunity? Like, this is a slap in the face, essentially, to have this here. So annoying. Oh, and then golden apples and back to the front, I guess. Give us a trap card that permanently brings them back. Like, actually gives support, not just the few cards you made. A structure deck's supposed to be it's supposed to be about the deck. I mean, look at the Sacred Beast one. There were some throwaway cards, and that's just the nature of any structure deck for whatever reason that they want to do that for. It at least had a full range of support, like a many new cards. I don't know. I do not recommend buying this, and I don't think anyone should support what they did in this product. I'll be looking at the Obelisk one. I think most of the cards are the same. I guess I'll just separate them anyways. Other than that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time.